Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you.
What's up? You like that? You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Wednesday morning over here in the studio. Got a massive football game this weekend. Deep South's oldest rivalry as the Georgia Bulldogs head on out to Jordan-Hare out there in Auburn, Alabama to take on the Auburn Tigers. Great football game. Vegas expecting it to be a tight one, and I understand why. This defense from Auburn that we're going to show you today, really good, okay? DJ Durkin has this bunch playing great football, and you'll notice they're a real interesting balance of veterans, super high-end talents like Keldrick Falk, and a bunch of young kids. We're going to show you a bunch of true freshmen, sophomores, redshirt freshmen out here playing meaningful snaps for Auburn, okay, on the defensive side of football and playing really good ball. Offensively, though, if you are an Auburn Tiger fan watching today, it's going to be a little gruesome. It's going to be a little painful because we're watching this matchup against A&M, and boy, did they box you on the road. Now, first time coming home in an SEC matchup this year for Auburn. Things should be a little bit better for you. Left tackle, who we found has hearing issues, probably not having to deal with crowd noise and a silent count or a snap or a clap snap count, whatever, at home. So things should be a little bit smoother for you over there on the offensive side of the football. And honestly, Jonathan, we do these What to Expect episodes. And for Hugh Freeze in this football game against Georgia every year, I feel like he shows up the first two quarters. He's a completely different football team offensively. So what we show you from this is who they are, this is what they do, they could break all those tendencies come this weekend. In fact, I probably would prepare for them to do so, all right, as they did 2 years ago in this matchup. Excited to do this one with you guys today. We've got a couple of rules around here. If you learn anything about your favorite football team, you must subscribe. If you learn anything about the game of football, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, you must subscribe. Hey, let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Always forget to tell you, hey, if you watch our film studies and you say, hey, man, these guys know ball. I like what this guy's putting down. I like his energy. I like his vibe. I like it. Join us 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, Monday through Thursday on our live shows, okay? We do our live show as good or better than anybody else in college football media space. I feel like we do a great job. We have a lot of fun. Here we go. Let's look at the first play of the football game. Now, Jonathan, the other night on the show, I said if number one is lined up in the backfield, just go ahead and assume he going to get that rock. This is an example of this right here. He's lined up at running back. They motion him just outside the box. They're trying to get him a touch real quick and early in this football game, outside the box, in the flats, get him an opportunity after the catch, okay? Here's the deal. If he's lined up anywhere back here, if he's motioned in jet motion, just assume, okay, he's probably getting the ball. Let's take our eyes to him. I would as a defense, okay? Now, this first time this happens, guys, Torian's a little slow to it. The next time it happens, he hits it and smacks it at the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard gain, okay? Got to be able to pursue. I think they had 8 running back carries in this football game, guys, but this might as well be a truck toss. You know what I mean? This might as well be a toss outside the box trying to get to the edge of the defense, all right? Now, he's tried, has the offensive coordinator, I think he's tried to get him some easy touches early, right? Like this is a nice, easy comeback. I think this ball's thrown a little bit late. We should be throwing this into the break right now, right? As soon as he is in his break, we should be throwing him out of it. Instead, we wait until he comes completely out of the break, shows grass, take 2 more steps, and not only that, we spike this football in the ground. So we're trying to get the cue, an easy reception here on second down, turn this into a first down right quick, hunt the sticks on 2nd and 10 because we're a little bit, on 2nd and 10 right here because we're a little bit behind schedule. Instead, we spike a football in the ground. Okay, now it's 3rd down for this football team. Okay, 3rd and 8, and I think we might have a false start here that makes it 3rd and 15. Is that correct? Nope, we take it 3rd and 8. Take it 3rd and 8 right here, and they end up getting sacked. Now, I have some personal opinions about this type of protection, okay? I think in my notes I said I would full slide it meaning I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we're going to kick off the end right here, play hot off that guy coming off the edge. That's how I would do it. I think they choose to do something totally differently. Jackson Arnold calls these 3 guys. They go 4-man slide this way and leave the defensive end completely unabated. Now, this might be one of those situations, again, where the left tackle's hearing is a problem. What if they walked up to the line of scrimmage right here, Jonathan, and said, Ringo, 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 meaning we got a 5-man full slide to the right, but their left tackle didn't get the call. You know what I mean? So this type of stuff gets cleaned up at home. I would assume it will get cleaned up anyways. Look, hey, tapping that butt, right hip, we're full-man slide. He probably said, Ringo, 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 108,000 screaming Aggies. Probably can't get it off right now. So my note said I would full-man slide it. I think they tried to. I think they tried to full-man slide it. I just don't think the left tackle got the call. Now we're sacked. Buddy, if you want to do this, I am loading the piss out of that box. If you want to play this was almost their base personnel and formation, Jonathan, on Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago against A&M. They're in 12 personnel, okay, with an X and a Z. The X being Cam Coleman. So what are we going to do to the X? Well, you damn right we're going to bracket him, right? We're going to take a corner over there, put him in dog coverage, right? Meaning he can play up underneath. We're going to play a safety over the top of him, and we're going to eliminate Cam Coleman. Now, we'll play off-man coverage over here at the top, and we'll say if you want to play Eric Singleton and Jackson Arnold ball versus us today, we'll live and die off that. And we are going to force the pull reads on any RPO by loading this box and allowing this front side safety to play in run support because we're not worried about that right now. You have not created a sense of worry at Eric Singleton as a Z for me at this point in the season to have to worry about that. So that's exactly what they're going to do, and they're going to force the quarterback to pull the football, all right? Every defense so far this season has taken away the running backs, all right? This wasn't no secret. Baylor forced him to run it 18 times, didn't they? Oklahoma forced him to pull the ball a ton. Texas A&M's forcing him to pull the football a ton. A lot of teams putting it on Jackson Arnold in these RPOs to beat them, whether it be with his legs or whether it be with his arms. They are making 11 be the reason that they lose today if they are going to lose. Trying to set back up quarterback counter over here off the read action, right? We got a little read on the defensive end, and then we got counter coming back this way. I do not think they are good enough at tight end right now. All right, now they're good enough blockers, but they do not create any type of fear, in my opinion, as pass catchers, and that's a problem. Will you look up how many receptions the tight ends have this year for me, Jonathan? Now, this is a quarter shell. It looked to me from A&M, okay? They got 4 high right now. That's what it looks like to me. They're going to match this off and pass this off in a quarters match situation. I want y'all to watch Ratcliffe right here, number 3, the deep side safety. Look at him realize they've got mesh going on right now. Do y'all see mesh working right here, Jonathan? Do you see that? There's mesh working right now. They're trying to get Cam Coleman a yards after catch opportunity. Number 3 is going to close all this ground right here, boys. Number 3 is going to close all this. Wrong one. Number 3 over here is going to close all this ground. He's going to run this down and make a big hit. What's up?
Brandon Frazier leads their tight ends and receptions with 7.
Okay, so we have 7 receptions through 5 games?
Yeah, then the other guy has 2.
Okay. 9 total receptions at the tight end position through 5 games. Love this play from Radcliffe, number 3. Get down, make a big hit. And just the general recognition, right? Realizing what is happening to us from the deep safety position. It's not really our guy either. We're in quarters. Like I said, he's just choosing to click and trigger right now and play down on that. Good recognition from number 3. I just want to show you this because this guy's a lunatic, man. This guy's a lunatic. He is playing I know what you're doing football on top of I'm going to let you know I know what you're doing football. Look at this right here. He's just out here taunting. Just out here taunting. Jackson Arnold goes down there and checked. He said, we about to get after your butt. Just sitting there toying with him. Just waving at him. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. We getting after this butt right now on 3rd down, and that's exactly what they do. Again, probably need to be full sliding this. They go 4-man slide, leaving the left tackle one-on-one with the defensive end. Jackson Arnold fails to play hot. Okay, look, man, like we're in a 4-man slide situation this way. We are one-on-one with this left defensive end. Meaning, hey, if this guy comes or this defender that's in space right now that you can't quite see over here, his shadow, either one of those come, we're hot off those guys. All right, meaning we got to get rid of the football. All right, so I don't know what's going on right here at the quarterback position, why we are choosing to hold this ball. We have to compete into a hot window. So I go back and look at the wide, and I say, well, did Coach give us any hot answers? Let's go see. Let's see if Coach gave us any type of hot answers right here on 3rd and medium. I don't think so. I don't know where we can play hot. We have an option route right here from Eric, but we're already cooked. What do you think, Jonathan? Where's the answer for the quarterback?
On the left side where he was looking at it.
I mean, we're an empty. You'd think we have an answer right here. Maybe we need to play hot up here. Maybe this is our hot answer.
Yeah, it has to.
Okay, and guess what? I think that's where he gets, and he gets it late. But he gets to it, okay? He buys enough time to get to his hot answer over there. I would like to see you take a 3-step, 1 hitch, get the ball out, though. Instead of 3 steps, let me run away from this free defender that I'm surprised came right here. And now we're forced to check the ball down short of the sticks. And guess what? They're going to rally and tackle. Again, Cam Coleman down here. I'm going to rotate this safety over here. I'm going to plug this safety in the box. And I'm going to make that guy beat me. I know he makes $1 million. But Jonathan, I thought he was going to make $1 million. I think he's going to be an NFL football player as a slot receiver. Like, this is not a me. I don't think Eric Singleton can beat me thing. I think Eric Singleton can beat any nickel corner in college football. What I don't know about, look him up on his roster. I bet he's 5'11". I bet he's listed at 5'11", but in reality, I bet he's 5'10". Okay? He is not, in my opinion, a big body Z body type. It's not what he is. I don't think we need to be out there playing him like that. If that's what it's going to be, you're going to see what teams are going to do. Again, they're going to take away 8. They're not going to allow you to beat him. They're going to make you play one-on-one. What's up?
5'10".
He's 5'10". Okay, again, not an Eric Singleton thing. I think he's a multimillionaire, should be, as a slot receiver, not as a Z, and this is how they are playing him. And again, this is what defense do. Defense say, you're not running the ball today. You're not throwing it to Cam Coleman. Go compete out there. Let's see if you can do it. I'll live with that. If we force Cam Coleman to catch 6 comebacks on Saturday, we've won. It's a 4-yard reception after the tackle. There's no doubt, man. You got to do your job versus quarterback run, man. You got to do your job. This is a bad, eye-disciplined rep from the front side defensive end here from A&M. We have got to do our job. Can't be doing other people's job, okay? Cannot be doing other people's job. We are quarterback. I believe that's why we're there, because you know why I think that, Jonathan? We don't have a replace player right here. Meaning, if you're not a quarterback player, we don't have one, and that's a problem. No way we designed defense that way, and apparently, according to the defensive ends, discipline, we did. But still, a 4-yard gain because we made it bubble, right? A 4-yard gain because we made it run flat. But he did pick up a first down. I thought this was an interesting way of running draw. A lot of teams nowadays run a draw to empty, aren't they, Jonathan? Don't see a lot of it out of attach or a sniffer 11 personnel rep right here with the back as a lead blocker. Great job right there by those middle defensive tackles, though. We got to be able to squeeze this, right? Both of them playing in wide threes right now, trying to get upfield. They recognize, oh crap, quarterback's trying to get down the midline. Both of them redirect right now, same time, squeeze the alley and shut the play down immediately. Great job right there by those defensive tackles with play recognition. Now, I'm going to tell you what this week, okay? I've told you, Jonathan. And their spray chart is what? I looked up their spray chart and nailed them to a T, didn't I? Their spray chart is this right here, meaning the quarterback's attempts. No different than like the shooter's spray chart in basketball. We get to see where these completions and attempts are. And if you look at their offense, there ain't a single solitary completion or attempt hardly ever in the middle of the field. So what are they doing? Well, they're doing a bunch of RPO slants. They're doing a bunch of RPO goes. They're doing a bunch of RPO comebacks, okay? They're doing a bunch of seam fades. They're doing a bunch of go balls. And then they're doing a bunch of screens in the flats. Their entire spray chart is outside the numbers or outside the hashes. There is nothing right now in the middle of the field that will ever stress you, stretch you, create problems for you ever. And I'm going to promise you on Saturday, not only are you going to see this, but the coach is going to make sure he is throwing this ball. And it's this seam fade right here. He's going to step on the toes of this nickel, and he's got grass. All right, I can promise you right now, during the week, Hugh Freeze is saying, if you don't throw this ball, we'll sit you. Okay, if you don't throw this ball this week, we will sit you going into next week's game. I think you've got time to do so as well as a quarterback right here, finally. Buddy, let that ball go. We got to go. We got to compete right now. And here's what I also know when I watch Hugh. Hugh's quarterbacks, more than any other quarterbacks I've ever watched, why are they staring at Reed so long? Because the last thing the coach says is, the seam fade's going to be wide open. The seam fade's going to be wide open, and then he shuts the communications off, and then you watch the quarterback go down, set hut, 3-step drop, and just wait for the seam fade to come open. You know what I mean? He doesn't let his quarterbacks play quarterback, in my opinion. It's like watching, I used to go to way too many 7-on-7s. It's like watching you goofy-ass 7-on-7 coaches that stand behind your quarterback and go, the dink's going to come open. The dink's going to come open. It's cover 3. Make sure we rip the seam. Like, y'all aren't helping your quarterback play quarterback. Y'all are trying to do it for him. Stop. That looks like a kid to me, Jonathan, who has no idea where his second progression even is. You know what I mean? Because how could you? All you're getting told is, be this, be this, be this. Is it going to be here? You're not allowed to play quarterback there, man. How bad is it at quarterback? And how bad is it at offensive line right now, particularly on the road on third down? Guys, this is 3rd and 9. They're going to check the wide zone right here. Can't be it. Cannot be it. What did I tell you? If number 1's in the backfield, what's he doing, Jonathan? He's getting the ball. He's getting the ball. Guess who else figured this out? I mean, it took 13 snaps, but guess who figured it out? Torian York. He knows, hey, if 1's in the backfield, that dude's getting the ball. And I'm going to show up violently with my screws and pop his ass at the line of scrimmage. It's a first-round projected player right here. I love Connor. I really do. Connor Lew, he's a Kennesaw Mountain kid. He's a state of Georgia kid. Loved him as a prospect. He getting whipped right here. Okay? This ain't nothing to do with protection. They rushed 4 and got home, and they did so with the center getting whipped. Again, man, nothing for the quarterback over the middle of the field, is there? Everything right now is working outside. Now, I believe number 4 is working back into the middle of the progression right there. Do you see that, Jonathan? It looks to me like number 4 is indeed working back to the middle of the field. But by then, we're already got people in our lap. We already got people in our lap. Always makes me want to go back to the wide and see, does the quarterback have any hot options? Is he able to get rid of this football on, I can't remember the down and distance? Yes, you are. Right there to the tight end. Let it rip, son. We got space. I don't like you hopping into that tight end. Get in there, break off, and break out. Go now. Good coverage, I think. Notes just say number 27 can roll. Yeah. Number 27, the linebacker for A&M. This kid, ball player. Okay, Torian York, ball player. This kid, ball player. I think their whole entire defense is state of Texas football players, by the way. Like when I looked up Texas A&M's roster, it was like, oh, he was a great high school player in this state. Oh, he was a great high school player in this state. Oh, he was a 5-star in this state. Oh, he won a state championship in this state. It's like, yeah, they got great high school football, and they recruit the piss out of it out there. Jonathan, give me a guess on the height and weight of number 27, because I was wrong last night when I looked it up. What would you say? If you just looked at that body right there, how heavy do you think that kid is?
He looks like he's probably like 219.
Yeah, like an undersized. It looks like he's an athlete, right? It looks like probably playing Will for that. He's 230 pounds.
Oh.
He's 230 pounds. Watch him run. They're hunting it, man. They're hunting it out there. I don't want to hear nothing about, they gave up 42 points on the road. Guys, they are locked the F in now on defense side of the football. And I really do that. I think it's because 21 is a really, 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 really special talent. Okay? This is number 21 right here. Now, they're playing 3 high, it looks like. I don't know what type of defense they're playing. Okay, it is 3 high, it looks like to me, right? 1, 2, and 3. Now, Torian York, who was at the line of scrimmage as the ball is being rolled to his right, is already dropping. Now, he's not just dropping into a mid-hole. He's going to drop and follow the flow of the quarterback. Watch this right here, okay? He's going to follow the flow of the quarterback, look back, find the route concept, and then run right back up underneath it and almost pick this damn thing off. I said the other day on our live show, I really do think he is the Caleb Downs of linebackers right now, okay? His ability to be so uber prepared and be such a football savant on the defensive side of the ball, it changes everything around him. It does. It changes how everybody else around him prepares. It changes how everyone else around him plays in terms of their speed, their confidence, their reflexes. This kid's playing great, great, great football. You know what play this reminded me of, Jonathan? Reminded me of watching freshman Tyreek Stevenson against Auburn. Guys, to be in a lined up 0 and make a play on a corner route outside the hash, that's ridiculous. Watch. To be right there, to have mid-hook curl. I mean, he's running over his teammates' responsibilities right now, just being a football player. Jesus. Oh, look, you're in attached 12. What do you think we're going to do? I guarantee we force the pull. Oh, looky there. Force the pull. And now we're going to make you compete into that window, and there you go. Congrats on your 3-yard reception. Oh, he broke a tackle. Oh, my God. Can't have this happen. That's why he's good. That's why he is what he is. By the way, this is their scoring possession, Jonathan. And guess what they do? They hop right back on the ball. They run the same play, except this time I think they convert it to a go. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, this is Auburn offense. Get prepared for it. Bang, there's an explosive. Now they get right back on the ball, and now they're trying to hunt again. Okay? The crazy thing to me is I don't think they're that athletic up front. I think they're like that stance right there tells me we can't quite get out of our stance as a puller. I bet we false step right here, step underneath ourselves as a puller, okay? And then we get up. We actually find somebody, but we get turned sideways by the linebacker. Our left tackle fall, or our right tackle almost trips and falls getting through the hole. I just don't think we're all necessarily that athletic as counter players right now, in my opinion. Center does a great job getting all the way back to that 4-eye while also getting a piece of the nose. All that being said, by the way, redshirt freshman, I think they have 3 really, really good linebackers out there at A&M. Look at that trigger from that kid. He forces a hold. Mm-hmm. Looks like an easy pitch and catch that they miss, huh, Jonathan? Yep. But here's my thing about RPOs, all right? Every time the defense forces a pull, that means we have a free runner in the run fit, right, Jonathan? Right? That's why he's pulling the ball. We got somebody in the run fit we can't account for, so we have to pull the football and throw it now on this read pass option. Now, that free runner in the run fit, Jonathan, where's he end up most of the time?
In the pocket, I would say.
In the pocket, yep, at the ball. He ends up at the ball because he's a free runner. He's going to run to the ball. So all of these like, hey, it's just a pitch and catch. It's a comeback. It's a slant. It's an arrow into the flat. It's a nice pitch and catch. Well, in this situation, not only are we moving, we're doing so with a player in our face. And all these other times, we're doing it with a player in our face. So I hear Hugh always talk about how he needs a quarterback that can complete his offense, right? He needs a quarterback that can do RPO stuff. Well, you're asking a lot of quarterbacks that you think are trying to make easy throws, and we're making it relatively hard on them. So we'll probably sit in the meeting room and we'll say, hey, son, we got to have those. And we've probably been saying that for 13 years now as a coordinator. Hey, son, we got to have that play. Hey, if we just get this, I called a great play. Called a great play. If we just get this completed. There's a lot of if we just get this completed in this offense, I feel like. Hey, by the way, it's the 3rd time in this drive in 4 plays they've ran somewhat similar of an RPO action right here. This time doing it out of 11 personnel instead of 12. The one time they didn't really bracket Cam, now we got a chance to actually hunt with Cam, Corner does a great job winning with the ball in the air. Actually, I'm sorry, wrong play. This is the one. They do hop right back into attach 12, okay? Same play. 3 out of 5 snaps. You know what I mean? We're giving you a pull read. Why are we giving you a pull read? Because we're going to blow up the run fit. So now we're going to go hit the quarterback, and he's going to have to throw it sidearm, and he's going to have to try to compete in this, 4-yard comeback window. Oh, they line right back up on the ball and do the same thing again. And you know what, Jonathan, the coordinator and the head coach will come to the press conference and he'll be like, well, hell, our most successful drive with 3 out of the 5 plays, we ran the same play, so we should just do that, right? Now it's 3rd and 15. Quarterback draw, or running back draw, bring on the field goal unit. They stalled out in their one scoring possession offensively. They scored 3 points offensively in this football game. And Auburn fans will say, yeah, but we scored another touchdown. No, a fumble recovery for a pick 6 almost, right? The defensive lineman took that ball, down to the 3. All right, speaking of the defense, they're playing great football. Let's go admire them for a little bit. We've done enough crapping on this unit. That's on me. Let's go love up on their best unit on the defensive side of the ball. Shout out to our friends over at Sleeper. Sleeper is a fantasy sports plus real money gaming app focused on bringing people together through sports and gaming. Sleeper has become one of the fastest organically growing fantasy platforms in the world while earning, like us, some of the highest rates of engagement in the industry. If you head over there today, use promo code Brooks, you get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Not only that, guys, even for you non-first-time users, if you have followed the code of supporting those who support us, and maybe you've already signed up using promo code Brooks and gotten that 100% deposit match on that first-time user sign up, you're also getting a free 20 over there for a limited time on Sleeper today. Again, that's Sleeper, and use promo code Brooks today. All right, let's flip over to the defensive side of football. Let's talk about some general girth and size right here, Jonathan. Let's talk about some man meat. Let's talk about some big dudes right here. 24, 6'4", 255 pounds. 3 technique right here. He's lined up as a 3, I think. That's a 2-eye over here. Yep. 3 technique over here. 6'3", 300 pounds. Nose tackle, 6'4", 330 pounds. Edge rusher, Keldrick Falk, their best individual football player. 6'5", 6'6", 285 pounds. Okay. This linebacker right here, number 0, he is 6 foot, 241 pounds. DeMarcus Riddick, for my money, their best pound for pound athlete, about 225 pounds. Okay. So they got a lot of big athletes in this box. It's why most of the time they are disciplined and hard to run against. Now, it started to spit, did A&M's run game in this football game. The reason I think they got young football players, and we're going to talk about that on the defensive side of the football as we go, okay? Should know, though, that this is a zone football team, Jonathan. You're going to get a lot of it, okay? Going to get a lot of cover 3 right here. Now, that might be because of what A&M does offensively. I don't know if they're going to play you in cover 3. But the way Georgia runs the ball, I would imagine they're not playing too high much in this football game. They're probably going to have to run some of this stuff. It's cover 3 right here against A&M. Allows the seam shot right here. I don't know if you're doing this on Saturday. This is KC Concepcion. It's a little bit different for A&M and their offense. They like to force feed these 2 weapons in Mario Craver and KC Concepcion. Also, by the way, this is a play action, not an RPO. Okay? You see that? Mm-hmm. That is a design call to beat this cover 3 to start the football game. Now, very interesting to see third play of the football game after the first down. They rotate 2 defensive tackles. They get 2 new guys in. Hey, Zayden Walker, the freshman linebacker for Georgia, this is his brother, cousin, nephew. This is a Walker. This is a Schley County Walker right here, number 91. And unfortunately for him, he gets displaced right here. He gets bumped out pretty good. Okay, we can't have that happen as a defensive line. I think 35 is real stout, though. That's a big Birmingham kid, if I remember the roster right. This, to me, is just tackling and displacement, right? The 3 technique got moved. the mic ultimately got up to, right? Like once this happens, once the 3 techs moved 4 yards, the Mike linebacker's already been attached. We got the split zone action for the backside defensive end. Once this stuff happens, man, we're going to inevitably give up creases. One of my favorite football players I've ever covered, Jonathan, K.N. Lee. I think he is a dog. I think he plays inspired, impassionate football. Now, I am a little biased. I shot his original commitment video, but, we don't have to tell everybody that. Quarterback better be ready to play on time and into zone windows. Now they're rotating to a 2-high. You see that, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. So they're playing a lot of zone coverage. Everybody on this level playing this level. These 2 back guys playing this level, right? Zone coverage going on right now. Better be ready to play on time and into those windows like Marcel Reed is right now, right? Got a switch release from the wide receivers, okay? He's going up the sideline. We're going to hitch right here into these zone hooks. Let's find a nice bubble, squat it down, get big for our quarterback, and rip this football confidently outside of that apex defender, right? I love how the motion and the outside release from Casey Concepcion makes this defender expand, right? That's the word that we're looking for right here. Trying to get that guy to expand so we can hook up right behind him. Woo! Woo! The kid's pretty good, huh? Mm-hmm. Now, let's see if we can get a rep or 2 of this on Saturday, right? That looks like Meg to me. Now, down here, they're going to play some zone coverage, I think. But it looks to me at the top like they've got some man-to-man. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Up there at the top, we've got man everywhere he goes, and everywhere else, we're going to play zone coverage, okay? So if I see this, whether that be Colby Young, whether that be Noah Thomas, I like Gunner and those 2 guys in those matchups, okay? I really do. I think that's when they feel comfortable, too. When Gunner can 3-step, get it out, give my guy a chance, I feel like they look really, really comfortable in those situations, okay? So when we identify that, let's take that shot. Okay, let's take that shot. Same thing down here. When we identify these, let's take these shots. Looks like they're going Meg on the outside and then zone principles on the inside with the 3 safeties. By the way, true freshman, number 25 right here. This is the safety from Enterprise. They got a lot of them. They play a lot of young football players. All right, now this is their 3rd down package, okay? They're gonna walk it up. They're going to play what it looks to me to be cover 0 right now. That's what it looks like, all right? Now let's see what it is actually after the snap. Oh, yeah, no, it's cover 0. They're 100%. I told you on the show, they're going to blitz you, butt, right? They are 100% going to blitz you. And here's what A&M tried to do. They tried to get it cleaned up and nice and protected the first couple of times they saw it. No, sir. You're getting rid of that football. We got to do something else. Now, here's what I'm thinking I would do as a football team, okay? We're going to full slide this puppy, Jonathan, one way or the other, right? We're either going to take it all the way this way, right? We're going to slide full man slide this way and leave us hot off the defensive end, or we're going to call a cover 0 check, right? We're going to get into a screen, a tunnel, something like that. Now, do you ever remember what Stetson Bennett would do every single time he would get this look? Not every time, but a lot of the time when he would get this look. He would send the back, all right, and the offensive line away from the field side defensive end, and then he'd reverse out on that kid. Okay, here's what I mean, right? We'd full slide it all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Hit the back off this guy, right? That means he's free, right, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. How many times in Stetson Bennett's career did you see this one? 1, 2, 3, whoop, and spin out, and that defensive end looked like an idiot. All right, that's what we got to do sometimes against these blitzes, right? Against these cover 0 blitzes, especially with the ball in the right hash as our concepts are working with us to the field. Do we all get that? All right, that's the only game plan. We either cover 0 check, or we play hot, or we beat that defensive end that's going to be running free. Those are our only answers against full 6 and 7 man pass, blitzes, right? I think rule number 1 in pass protection is when they walk 7 up is block the most inside 5. We can't just be grabbing bigs, hoping we leave linebackers. Like, they know that's our principles. That's why they walked up the linebackers into B gap. So we couldn't do that. We had to leave one of them free. Full slide that thing. Don't even bother. I thought this was kind of dirty. I'm not going to lie. Defense or tight end digging out this freshman Jared Smith, and then instead of doing your job right here as a tight end, working up to your linebacker, he's going to come in here and take a rib shot on 41. Watch this. I didn't like this. Okay, absolute kidney shot there on 41, completely disassembling himself from his own responsibilities, and then as the freshman defensive end is sitting there writhing in pain, we're going to have a bro, like Bash Bros type of moment right here on tape. Like, I don't like this. I don't know about you, Jonathan. I don't like the fact that we just purposefully avoided our responsibilities to get what I know it's football, but I'm going to say that's a cheap shot on a young football player, and then we're going to celebrate it. Like, dude, we should have a touchdown right now if you weren't just hunting a cheap shot, if you were actually doing your job. Like, if you were actually doing your job and working up, man, we got an absolute crease right now. But instead, you want to go over there and take a kidney shot on a freshman defensive end. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I definitely don't like that. I'm not saying you're dirty, dude. I don't like it. I'd rather you play football. You're not a hockey enforcer, dog. You're a defensive end. Let's go. Or a tight end. Let's go. This might be why they get creased, Jonathan. Look at the different levels of the run rush right here. You know what I mean? Look at these two guys getting their butt upfield, and then we have a wall getting built right here, and naturally that's going to create a crease in that gap of those guys that got way too far upfield. Now, let's look at some rosters right quick, Jonathan. Will you do me a favor? Will you look up the age of number 90? I think this is 95. Okay, I think 3 is a veteran football player. 92. Okay, we look up the ages of 90, or actually it's 0 out there on the edge. There's 6. That's DeMarcus Riddick. He gets way too far upfield. I know that's a sophomore. I think it's a veteran football player. We can't be doing this, man. Can't be rushing ourselves out of the run fit. 92, 3, and 6. 6 is a sophomore. I think 3 is an upperclassman, and 92 is a young player, if my memory serves me.
92 is a redshirt senior.
Never mind. So do we have veteran football players out here?
You said number 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also a redshirt senior.
All right, we got a veteran football player out here running out of a run fit. We can't do that. It's weird to see from a young unit, right? Hey, true freshman right here. Martinez, number 9. I think he's pretty good. Sophomore linebacker right here. Okay? Young unit. That's not bad from a true freshman, huh? Number 9 right there. Woof. Not bad at all. This is actually power, Jonathan. Oh, no, that's pin and pull. I wouldn't even know what I would call that. Yeah, I'm going to call that pin and pull. Got to pick that up, backside guard. Can't run by our front side inside linebacker. When we come to the line of scrimmage, look, he's doing a good job of looking for his responsibilities right now pre-snap. Do we see his eyes peeking out to see where that extra defender is out here so he can go get him? You need to be doing the same thing. You need to locate number 9 pre-snap and say, hey, that's probably going to be my guy when I get there and he shows up at the line of scrimmage. I can't be surprised. I think it's a really, really good rep of disguised coverage right here from Auburn, okay? Pre-snap, no real indication of what it is. They got a lot of people walked up on the line of scrimmage, spread out over about 18 gaps, it looks like, right? They're way out there. Those aren't even wide 9s. Those are wide 19s. Those dudes are way out there, okay? So got a lot going on at the line of scrimmage and in the back end. In the back end, it looks like middle of the field's wide open, eh, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. Nope. Post-snap, we're going to roll that thing and close it, right? We're going to play cover 3 right here post-snap, create a little bit of confusion for the quarterback. He holds it a little bit longer than he's supposed to. See all that double tapping going on back there? He don't know what defensive unit he's getting, right? He doesn't know that in cover 3, as he bails to the flat and he bails to the thirds, that comeback is going to work to grass. He doesn't know that. And he double clutches right here when he gets there. Watch what happens at the top of this comeback. He goes, I don't like it. Why don't I like it? Well, I don't know why I don't like it, because I don't know quite yet what they are playing. I apparently like the switch release on this clip. Oh, yeah, I love this. Normally when we switch release this, guys, we like motion him in, drive him vertically, and then run something like this. How about this switch release? We're actually going to let the point man back up. We're going to have the motion man become the point man, and now we're going to option Casey Concepcion right here. I love this. And draw a PI because of it. All right, we're making that nickel do a lot. Hey, get hands on the point man, and then take your responsibility. And now your responsibility is Casey Concepcion, and he's got a whip on you. Thought that was neat. All right. They're young, right, Jonathan? I really do. I think they're young, and this is a prime example of it, right? It's a play-action pass right here from A&M, okay? Number 17. Go ahead and green dog right now. Go ahead, okay? We have already busted our assignment. If our assignment's the tight end, we've already effed up, okay? So at this point, just key in. For some reason, at this point, he goes, oh, crap, it's pass. I'm supposed to be somewhere else, and then just stops. We're dead. Bro, just go. Just go add in at that point. You know what I mean? Like we're still a very, very young unit, right? Just add in. Go, buddy. We've been cooked. We've been bamboozled. We've been hoodwinked. Go make a play now. You know what I mean? Just key in. Yeah, they're just. You know why he's not a very good deep ball thrower, Jonathan? Well, first of all, look at his feet the entire time. Okay, our feet never get to a stable, powerful platform. That back foot is constantly sliding on us, left and right. All right, our platform's working this way. We're trying to throw that ball that way. There's a lot going on with us, mechanically right now that is not allowing us to be a great deep ball thrower. Also, we just don't have the world's biggest arm. Okay, when Cam Newton does this, it's fine. Cam Newton's got the world's biggest arm. We don't. So we better have our feet and our hips and our lower body mechanics tied in together, or else the ball's going to flail on us, which it often does. This ball doesn't go where he wants it to. That ball flutters on him so bad at the end, it almost feels like it's getting pushed up by the wind, doesn't it, Jonathan? Got to play hot. Got to play so much hotter than this. We can't allow, free defenders to catch us off guard when they walk into this. I know what you're going to do. You're going to zero check this almost every single time, I would imagine. They're going to force the ball out of your hands and make you play screen games and rally and tackle. But I also love this about this defense, Jonathan. We want to play hot as a quarterback, don't we? The hot normally for us in this situation is the back flaring out of the backfield, right? Watch what 17 does right here to make sure we disrupt the hot timing, right? Not only are we blitzing you, we're going to disrupt your hot time. We're going to take away your hot answer right now. And then put a hook curl player right there into your slant window. This is the answer, right? It's another third down. They walk you up like this. Hey, just don't even bother. Don't bother messing with this. Get into a zero check right now. Get into a screen. Go rip them for 8-9 yards after the catch, okay? That's your best answer on third down, in my opinion. And I know Georgia fans listening to this will hate that because you hate screens. But you know what I hate? I hate 8-yard sacks on 3rd and 9 because they blitzed 7 and we didn't have an answer for it. Hey, I love you guys, though. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and rate, review, and all that good stuff on your way out. Love you. Bye.